Hello again, everybody, and welcome to American Top 40. I'm Casey Kasem, and I'm all set to count down the 40 biggest hits on the pop chart. Well, we have 3 debuts this week. New songs from Kelly Clarkson, Jewel, and Jennifer Lopez. Now can 50 Cent hang on to number 1 for a 5th big week? Only one way to find out. Let the countdown begin.
Number 40.
Getting us started is a debut from American Idol champion Kelly Clarkson from the album Thankful, which debuts at number 1 this week. Here's Kelly Clarkson with Miss Independent. Well, now we're up to this week's highest debut. It's by Kelly Clarkson, whose idol is the Queen of Soul. And it was a song by the Queen of Soul that put Kelly on the road to stardom. When she first auditioned for American Idol, Kelly decided to sing Aretha Franklin's classic, Respect. Quote, I wanted to come out with a big song. I'd sung Respect at karaoke with friends. I love that song. It's upbeat. It's got soul. It shows your range. And it's a showstopper. Well, one of those judges, Simon Cowell, was very impressed. He says, singing like that is amazing. The audience was witnessing a star. It was like that movie, A Star is Born. And Aretha Franklin herself says, she impressed me as someone the world would be calling. She had the potential to be an enduring artist, a real favorite. And this week, Kelly has our highest debut on AT40. Entering at number 32, here's The Trouble with Love Is.
Hits from coast to coast.
And that means we're up to the new number 1 song in the USA. It's by a singer whose music has something in common with Darth Vader. This American Idol says, quote, there were songs on my first album that I wrote when I was 16 years old. They were light and fuzzy, and that's not really me. She says that despite her upbeat image, she can identify with Darth Vader. She feels the pull of the dark side. Quote, when I started working on my breakaway album, I decided to explore my dark side. I wanted to make music that wasn't so happy. It's music like that that touches me in a deep place. It's the real me, more passionate and more intense, unquote. And it's that real me who does what this singer has never done before on our chart. She takes the song all the way to the top. The brand new number 1 song in the USA on American Top 20 is Behind These Hazel Eyes by Kelly Clarkson.
Counting down the hits with Casey Kasem. Counting down the hits with Casey Kasem.
Well, now we're up to the song Because of You by a star who says she's never lip-synced, partly because she's a singer and partly because she can't figure out how. Kelly Clarkson says, quote, when I tour, I sing live. People like that I sing live. I'm not criticizing anyone that doesn't. It's okay for someone who's dancing, but I'm a singer first and foremost. And as a singer, it's my job to sing. But Kelly also says she can't figure out how to lip-sync. Quote, I don't always sing my songs the same, so if I'm lip-syncing, the words and my lips don't match. I look like I'm in a foreign movie that's being dubbed. It makes me look silly. Here's Kelly Clarkson down a notch to number 6 with something that isn't silly, Because of You.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
Media Base 24/7 counts them up, and we count them down. Last year, this was one of the most popular songs. It's by a star who occasionally changes her hair color, but she can't change her eye color because she immortalized that color in this hit. Kelly Clarkson with Behind These Hazel Eyes.
Counting them down with Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem.
Now, we're up to the song Because of You. It's by a singer who recently showed off her wild side with an impromptu trip to metal school. It was earlier this year that Kelly Clarkson went out with some friends for a night on the town. They were in a Hollywood club where several hard rock bands were playing. Kelly and her friends were having a great time. And then a band called Metal School hit the stage. When the lead singer spotted Kelly in the audience, he challenged her to come up on stage to, quote, prove you know how to rock. Well, Kelly may live in the world of pop music, but she's no stranger to rock. She leaped on stage, and with Metal School as her backing band, she ripped through Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine and Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. She dazzled the band and the crowd. As one fan told the press, quote, "She stunned everyone. She really can sing." Now, here's Kelly really singing at number 8 on AT10. Down a notch this week with Because of You. Well, now we're up to an American Top 20 extra by Kelly Clarkson, a singer who briefly worked for one of the greatest songwriters of the rock era. Those few days changed her life. It was back in 2000 that Kelly moved to Hollywood, and in Hollywood, one of her first jobs was working as an assistant to legendary songwriter Jerry Goffin. Along with Carole King, Jerry wrote rock-era classics like Will You Love Me Tomorrow, The Locomotion, and One Fine Day. He also wrote Saving All My Love for You and Didn't We Almost Have It All. Kelly says, quote, "By being near him, I was able to learn so much. I learned how to create emotions and then build on them. I learned to do what it is I do today." When Jerry Goffin became ill, the job came to an end, but in the few weeks she worked with him, Kelly learned her first lessons about making a song a hit. Now, with an extra, here's Kelly Clarkson with a hit from last year, Since You've Been Gone.
Here's the thing, we started out friends.
Counting them down with Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem.
Well, now we're up to an American Top 20 extra by Kelly Clarkson, a star who says winning a Grammy is great, but driving at Daytona is better. Kelly Clarkson was recently named a NASCAR ambassador, which means she's a spokesperson for NASCAR's many charities. It also means that she has an open invitation to be Grand Marshal at NASCAR races. Kelly says, "My family's been into NASCAR forever. They're all huge fans, and I'm in love with it." That love was tested just before the Daytona 500. Kelly got the chance to take a few spins around the track in a test car, and she came away convinced that driving fast is the best thing in the world. Quote, "I've wanted to win a Grammy since I was a kid, but driving was far more thrilling. I didn't scream or anything. I'm ready to race." Now, with an extra, here's Kelly Clarkson with a hit that raced up the chart back in 2003. Here's Miss Independent.
Number 4.
Up 2 notches is Kelly Clarkson, a singer who says her favorite band growing up was Guns N' Roses. She says, "Nobody would guess that, but I love every song they've ever done. I wanted to be Axl Rose when I grew up. I guess I didn't succeed at that." Here's Kelly being Kelly on My Life Would Suck Without You.
Yes, this means you're sorry.
American Top 20.
Hi, this is Casey Kasem. Nothing bugs Kelly Clarkson more than stories about her weight. And that includes a phony photo that's been popping up on the internet. We'll have the whole story this weekend on American Top 20 from the premier radio networks.
Counting them down with Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem.
Well, now we're up to the latest hit for Kelly Clarkson, a star who says she's tired of being bullied by people obsessed with her weight. Ever since she won American Idol, Kelly has been hearing jokes about her weight. There was even a website that photoshopped a picture of her cradling a bucket of chicken. The caption read, "Put the fried chicken down, honey." Kelly says, "That was just mean. I love my body. I'm very much okay with it. People don't turn on the radio to look at me. They turn on the radio to hear me." And what they're hearing is the song that climbs 2 notches to number 15. Here's Kelly Clarkson with I Do Not Hook Up.
Oh, sweetheart, put the bottle down.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
Well, now we're up to the latest hit for Kelly Clarkson, a star who's famous in Europe for her music and for a strange commercial. Like a lot of stars, Kelly's done commercials that appear in foreign markets, but not in the USA. The most famous ad she's done is for vitamin water. You can see it on YouTube. Kelly appears as a guest on a Scandinavian talk show. She's calm and relaxed, but the host of the show is so excited he bounces up and down in his chair. Throughout the interview, which is brief, Kelly sips from a bottle of vitamin water. And finally, the commercial ends with Kelly strapping on a guitar and playing while a fake cobra rises out of a basket. Kelly says, I have no idea what that's about. I guess they want to make the commercial memorable, and they definitely succeeded at that. Now, here's Kelly at number 15 again this week with I Do Not Hook Up.